Good morning, my beloved community. From the heart of the Goddess, through my heart to your heart, we are one. I wanted to spend some time with you today to talk about the Convocation and to answer some questions that have been popping up quite regularly. The first one that seems to come up quite often is, why am I doing this? Why am I gathering the priestesses in Crete in 2020? Well, I've written about the vision, which is available for you to read on the website. But essentially, my desire is to get to know my priestess sisters around the world, and also to find out what you will be working on in the next few years and what you have worked on in the past few years. I'm interested in gathering the women because whenever women gather, amazing things happen. And I particularly want to make certain things happen. So my motivation for bringing you all together in Crete in 2020, apart from having an amazing time, is to really become politically active too. So there are two main agendas that I have, and that is to meet all of you and find out what you're all doing and how you celebrate Goddess, but also to get us working actively at a political level, both at a personal level and also at a public level. And so I want an outcome from this convocation. Yes, it's going to be wonderful to gather and have a fantastic time, but the outcome that I want to see happen is that we all work together in the same moment in time on full moon for the next 3 years after the convocation, all of us doing the same ritual or ceremony to bring about the birth of the Mother World on this planet. If you want to know more about the Mother World, just go Google motherworld.com and add in Kathy Jones, and you will be able to read all about it. Another question that comes up is, who will be presenting at this convocation? It's a good opportunity to share that the convocation is really nothing like conferences that you've experienced in the past. It's not like the Glastonbury Goddess Conference, which is an amazing celebration of Goddess over 7 days, where individual presenters come forward and share their gifts and talents with us and their insights and wisdoms. At the convocation, what we're going to ask for are presentations by groups of priestesses or temples or other groups or circles of women that are in service to Goddess. It's the service to Goddess that's the key here. And what we'd like to see is presentations from groups of priestesses who will offer either ceremony, ritual, special processes that they've developed, or Goddess culture. Things like performances of dance, local indigenous dances, performances of plays, specially written, sacred dramas, all of these kinds of activities that are not strictly ceremony or ritual, or sharings or panels, or the usual things that one finds at a conference. We'll be meeting very shortly, the Weavers and I will be meeting very shortly to start writing up the guidelines for presenters. So have patience, we'll soon be able to share with you what you can expect to experience at the convocation. What else can we expect at the convocation apart from Goddess culture, ceremony and ritual, and offerings of performance and drama? We're going to have an art exhibition, an enormous art exhibition. There are already so many women saying they're going to bring their work. We're also going to have a really big marketplace because we want everybody who comes to the convocation to try to offset what they spend as easily as possible. And we all yearn for beautiful, handcrafted, unique Goddess creations. So there'll be an opportunity for you to share your artwork as well. And of course there will be individual performance. How could I be anywhere without singing? And I know that there are many of you too who sing, who dance, who do other things. So there will be opportunities for individual performance. And we're thinking at the moment this could be like a sorbet between things that unfold at the conference, so that there's a little space in between things for us to just come into our hearts. The cost. Now the cost is always the second question. How much is it going to cost me? Well, thank the Goddess, my community. We found our hotel. We're not releasing the name yet because last time we released a name, you all started to contact the hotel, seeking bookings, finding how much it would cost, etc. We're putting the final touches on all that for you so that we can answer questions like, Okay, if I don't stay at the actual hotel where the convocation is taking place, where can I stay? If I do stay at the hotel where the convocation is, will there be a special price? And so on. All these questions we will be able to answer very, very shortly. I mean within the next couple of weeks. And then we shall launch our venue with great pomp and ceremony here, with beautiful pictures. And also, while we're here and chatting, I will be in Crete on the weekend of the 9th and the 10th of March 2019 to do special ceremony to ground the convocation and also to ground the temples, the access to temples. We're trying very hard to get private access to most of the sites. And so I will be there to ground that firmly. And I invite any of you to join me. Just PM me for details. So the cost will be the cost of hiring the venue and other things that are needed, such as, say, exhibition boards, audio-visual equipment, buses for excursions, etc. We've worked on this budget, and the cost of the convocation will be dependent upon the number of women who will attend. At the moment, the budget is looking like it will cost us around $50,000 for the venue and to actually stage the event, which means that if 100 women attend, it will be, that should be around €50,000. So that will mean that each woman will be paying for 7 days of amazing, amazing experience, around €500. Then the accommodation and food is entirely up to you. We will let you know as soon as we possibly can, because we're going to have a special promotion to sell the first 100 seats, preferred seating, at a very, very good price so that we can get the money together for the deposit. How could I be involved, you say to me? There are so many ways you can be involved. As you can imagine, we're going to have to dress the venue. We're going to have Melissas to assist those who arrive. We're going to have leaders on all the buses that go out on the tours. We're going to have meeters and greeters. We're going to have those that are there just to answer questions. There'll be so many ways that you can help. At the moment, we're setting up the conch priestesses, so there'll be one priestess in each country that will take these inquiries, and then you will be able to work with your own sister in your own land to see how you can be involved and how you can help. So those are the questions that we've answered today. If you have other questions that you'd like answered, I'll try and do one of these broadcasts about once a month. Just PM me and let me know. I'll be only too happy to answer your questions. So with great love and in deep reverence, I thank you so much for sharing this vision and this dream. And I say to you, from my heart to your heart, through the heart of the Goddess, we are one. Blessed be.